An 18th century dandy strikes a dramatic pose before you, turning this way and that as though modelling in his own imaginary spotlight. He seems quite impressed with himself.
Yes, yes, it's me. It's me. The one, the only Scandelabra. I'm the one, the only. Do you see any other candelabra here? Ah, yes, keys. Sadly, she seems to be scandal-proof, that. Correct. You certainly know your way around knobs. Now, where on me is my labrum? Indeed, my labra hold the sacred flame aloft. Last, a capital may mean an uppercase letter or an exclamation for a lovely thing. But where is the capital on my corpus? Exactement! My capitals lie neath my sconce. Oh dear! You certainly know your way around candlesticks. It makes me burn rather hot. Allow me to tally up my feelings for you. I deem you not yet worthy of my inner victim. You must share with me more goings-on. It is give and take in the world of rumor, you see. Do you have any for me? You return. You are rather jejune in your jests. But to become one with a path of scandal, you must give as much as you take. Truly? Bring in that magnifying glass. Well, well, well. It seems I am in high demand.
Huh. That's one way of putting it.
Me? Why ever would I make such an allegacious allegation? I challenge you to produce them.
You asked for it. Stepford!
Hi, Scandelabra.
Scandelabra's face falls.
Oh, drat. Remember last week when you told me the silverware is fake? It's not real silver, it's counterfeit?
I have a faint recollection of such an occurrence.
I remember it clear as day. You started the rumor, not me.
Yes, well, I was merely causing a stir. Oh, really? What are you going to do? Debunk it?
Precisely.
Why, you ask? Why?
Scandelabra loses control, looking rather like a harried murderer at the witness stand.
Because it's true, that's why. I've seen the silverware flaunting his authenticity left and right, and I simply had to put an end to it. When you've got real pedigree like I do, you can't bear to see others pretend they've got the same class.
Quite a bold claim, Scandelabra. Can you back it up?
Why, certainly. All right, I will. First and foremost, true silver like me shines brilliantly. Have a look and see for yourself. I'm dazzling. The silverware in the drawer is dull and even has some streaks on it. Second rate, obviously. Second, there's no need to mark real silver. It's enough on its own and needs no stamp of approval. The silver in the drawer is all covered with stamps. Why, simply listen to the way I speak. Can you question for a moment that such a delicious degree of diction could be achieved by anything less than a genuine article? I also pinky promise that it's true. All right, no need for further questioning. Case closed.
Okay, now it's personal. Nobody closes my cases for me.
Uh-oh.
Indeed. Let's separate fact from fiction and flush out the fraud. Where should we start? What's your opinion? Precisely correct. Real silver must be polished to bring it back up to its highest luster. Naturally, I shall not dignify that as evidence of anything except idiocy. What about it? While articulation and eloquence are praised by the prestigious, they are not foolproof signs of anything. And only a pathological prat like the Scandelabra would use it to try and cast blame on the innocent. Not so fast. You're forgetting one last thing. Real silver is stamped in order to affirm its authenticity. If we look on your bottom, however, Scandelabra, I suspect we shall find something other than such a stamp.
Oh no! Not my...
Maggie slips around the Scandelabra, grasping his coat in one hand and lifting it to inspect his posterior.
Aha! There we have it! Not a stamp of sincerity, but the note of a knockoff.
Oh, the shame!
And then you can go apologize to the silverware for having besmirched his reputation with your own lies.
Scandelabra's expression goes entirely blank.
All right. I know what I've lost. I'm not really a so-called Scandelabra. I'm a completely ordinary, cheaply made knockoff from Freehold, New Jersey. I just want to be special, you know? When you're mass-produced, you just get that urge to strike out on your own. Rebel knows how it is.
Shut up, cuck.
Okay. I left the factory learning that I was essentially a defect from the start. A bum.
But there was no need to lash out at the rest of us.
You're right, Maggie. You're always right, Maggie. I've tried to dig dirt up on you, but you're squeaky clean. And for all my digging, all my messing around, I'm sorry. I still kinda get off on learning about all the relations around the house, though.
He pokes the tips of his index fingers together in a gesture that reminds you of the way he used to present to you.
If it's okay with you, I'll just watch and enjoy. From here.
As long as no one is getting hurt. And you promise to tell no more tales.
You have my word.
Well then, I'll call this case closed. Stay out of trouble. What is your real name?
Oh, just a completely ordinary candle kind of name. John Wick.
An utterly ordinary name destined for mediocrity, you're quite certain.
Well, Mr. Wick, stay out of trouble.
You return. You are rather jejune in your jests. But to become one with a path of scandal, you must give as much as you take. I've given you an awful lot, haven't I? What have you for me? A ghost? Where? What? How? This begs so many questions. Where do we go when we die? I mean, where do humans go when they die? I've been dead inside for a long while now. Excellent scandal. First rate. Any more? Oh, drat. I just did enjoy hearing their lovers' quarrels. They were always so effortlessly horrible to each other. I always felt fed. No, no, no. I am absolutely brimming with scandal at the moment. It burns. You, my dear human, are now worthy of my esteem. You should feel rather lonely, as I do. For there is no one else in the homestead whom I can count as my friend. Well done. Why, yes. You'll see it on the little screen as we part ways. Ah, yes, I have done it. Well done, Jonathan, you cad. Oh, it's you. My friend. We are friends. Very good friends, I might add. I am a master of relationships, you see. But even a master needs his tools. I have procured one date index for myself, and egad, the functionality is fecund. I have you in here. See for yourself. So much more to go, but I quite love filling in all the little bubbles and baubles. Now that we are friends indeed, you must show me yours, since I showed you mine. Splendid! Go ahead and give me all the dirty little secrets you have been keeping. They aren't dirty to me, you see. One could say petroleum is filthy, but it feeds the flames something fierce. My little flames are hungry. Let's see what we've got in the books for you, player. No, I call you player, since you seem to have your way with everything in this very houston. Why, just look at the list of scandals. In alphabetical order, of course. You've swayed the air itself to delight you so. Most ephemeral. I've known humans to love art, but not the other way around. How obscure. No amount of makeup can hide the fact that you've fallen in love with your beauty supplies. That criminal Pin has made their final heist a theft of your very valor. The Lothario cabinet has charmed you and held you in his masculine wooden grasp like so many dusty dishes. I refuse to believe that the trash can has charmed you so, yet here it lies. This evidence cannot be thrown out. You took a chance on love with that inordinately complex die and won his affections. But at what cost? You have interacted with the interactive medium and meddled yourself into love. I cannot believe that was a real choice. Something must have gone wrong. You and the Melvin made love. Made love. Melvin, you. You cracked our dishware into believing he loves you. Shameful. Your very own thoughts put to pen have come back to fall in love with you. It is nasty-o-nastic behavior. So even the dirty clothes you are wearing now are draped on you ever so inappropriately. Do not think I haven't noticed how they fondle your nether regions. How filthy. You have gotten the very dust itself to love you. There is no dirtier deed. The store should be ashamed of himself. His duty is to keep love away, not allow it in like some torrent of iniquity. Your existential dread is now in love with you? That's just messed up, dude. Your biggest fan has become a lover? The impropriety of such a change in status will make headlines! Call a doctor! The relations between you and your first aid kit have crossed the professional barrier! The relations between you and your refrigerator have not cooled. Nay, they have done the opposite, which I very much dislike. The Holy Friar himself has strayed from his teachings and gotten into a relationship with thyself. Sinful! The hamper and thee? I cannot hold this together. 'Tis the season for inappropriate behavior between you and the holiday decorations. The mellifluous air from the HVAC has sucked you in rather than the other way around. I am suffocating with the very scandal of it. That junk drawer has fumbled into finding your love within his recesses. To the waste bin with this superfluous liaison! There will be no singing in the streets when they find out you've taken away the shower's love from anyone else! The relationship between you and the couch has gone from merely resting together to becoming something more indecent. Scandal! It's time to wake up with a nice fresh pot of "You have far too many lovers!" You've paid a fee to have an encounter with the lavish edition of some sim of dating. If that doesn't reek of the oldest profession, I don't know my scandals. You and that microwave have gotten your relationship to extreme heat very quickly. An express cook of calumny. I can read all about what you've been doing with all the books around here. Get yourself to a smut shop with those tales. Are you in love with the keyboard, the mouse, the monitor as well? This relationship does not compute. It does not take a detective to know that you and that magnifying glass have been obstructing the justice in this house with your passions. Grrr! I've been left out in the cold with the ways in which you love your blanket. You have strewn your keepsakes about willy-nilly, and your own memories love you for it. A rather negligent love if I've ever seen one. No, I'm not frightened of bad dreams. The real nightmare is how many things you have gotten yourself entangled with. You think that loving your board games means winning? It means the opposite, sinning. I have heard of hugging trees, but never have I heard of what you've been up to with the plants around the house. The confused sink has befuddled himself into thinking he loves you. I will have to correct his leaky behavior. That safe has scandalized me for so long with her kinky. You've served up a hot bowl of love with the stove. I would blow on it to make it cool you down, but then my very flames would go out. The television has fallen for your charms as well. Surely there's something better on. You and the clock have quite the courtship, but your time will be up. The cotton sings of scandal. You and the towel have stained each other with loving. Cracks appear in my own form as I find out you've wantonly wooed the wall. Darkness surrounds me as I find out that you've fallen in love with the Lord of Shadows himself. This amount of lovers is quite sufficient for my desires. Oh yes, quite sufficient. The amount of scandal fills me with energy. I cannot contain this passion in mere dialogue. The greatest scandal of all. For a human to love, really love one of us objet. You must, absolutely must, kiss me, my dear. Not here, within the bounds of dialogue and narrator, but outside, in the dining room itself, lips to metal. It would be so wrong. It's so devilishly right. Why are you looking at me like that? Uh-oh. But I'm outrageous. Nobody ever takes me seriously. I mean, how could you? Scandal, yes, but nothing more. Yes, that's true. I'm jealous of the dalliances of the others. I wish that they would turn their attentions on me. But no one does. Why would they be? Oh, why would they? Of course they would. I follow their every move. You've listened to me and spoken as an equal. You know me. Truly. Do you love me? And we are in love. No scandal at all. Incredible.